Oh, he's always happy, and he's always smiling. He just loves anything, you know. He's just always got a happy face and always cheerful, and always has a good word, nice word to say to you.
Well, I've been at COARC as a nurse for 28 years, and he predates me. So he's probably been there over 30 years.
What's that relationship been like?
With the individuals? With the individuals, he's always treated everyone with respect and dignity and compassion. When someone goes on an appointment and he walks in the room, he always has something positive to say, a little joke or something, greets the person, gets things off on the right foot. So the individual trusts him quite a bit.
I've known Dr. Baillargeon since before he was Dr. Baillargeon, we went to school together at Ichabod Crane.
So Dr. Baillargeon is the primary provider for my patients at COARC's Lake Street Intensive IRA.
He saved your life.
Yes, he did. Not to sound sappy or over dramatic, but several years ago I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he's the one that caught it in its early stages. Referred me to a top-notch urological surgeon up in Albany. Had the surgery done, and here I am 9 years later, still cancer-free. So,
thanking you for giving a young girl just out of college a wonderful opportunity to be your first receptionist. I learned a lot in those 7 years.
I started taking splinters out of my brothers and sisters because I was gentler at doing it than my mom was. That's how I got started. I would excavate around a splinter until it would almost fall out by itself. And just enjoyed doing it. You know, we went to Dr. Holbert when I was a kid, and kind of liked his little office and stuff. He was kind of gruff, but gentle. He really was gentle. And that's what I always wanted to be.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Even through high school, like I said, that was my plan. I was you didn't do anything special. We didn't have advanced placement courses when I was in high school, but no, the plan always had been, like I said, medical school, and with the idea of me in family practice. Once I got into medical school, the first 2 years were a lot of academic type of stuff. They've changed the way they do it now, so you get more exposure to clinical stuff earlier. But when I went through, it was basically 2 years of a lot of reading and academic classwork stuff.
So in high school, you meet your wife.
Well, I saw her in third grade, actually. She was this cute little girl down the hall. She wasn't in my classroom, but she was kind of cute. And then time went by, and then in eighth grade, I kind of hung around with this other girl. And my wife ended up being the one that was kind of between me and the other girl, because the other girl lost interest in me. And so my wife, what turned out to be my wife, ended up spending a lot of time with me. And then it went from there. And we managed to keep it up through college. She went to Oneonta, and I went up to Winooski. And I had applied for medical school and had gotten accepted at Georgetown. And then she had finished with an education degree, so she was looking for a teaching job. And we went down to Virginia to look around to see if we could find her a job. She'd gotten, I think, an interview or something with a school district in Virginia, and if she got a job, we were going to get married. And if she didn't get a job, we weren't going to get married. As it turned out, she got a job. we came back, and within a month had to set up a wedding, and got married and took back off for Northern Virginia. I always liked the area, and I ended up being in different areas. After medical school, I had to have Uncle Sam pay for medical school, so he sent me off to Northern Virginia to stay there for residency, and then Louisiana. But as we got further and further away from home, it just felt like, no, I'd rather just go back to hometown. And the practice took off very well because everybody in town either knew me or knew one of my siblings. So it went well, but I like the area. I don't mind the Four Seasons. I tell people that I grew up with 8 siblings, and I don't get along well with others. But The reality is I was in a big group called the United States Army, and you get used to things being stopped or put on hold, or people not showing up because they've been pulled out due to something else. And I said, you know what, I want to be able to run things the way I want to run things and not have to worry about that. So I had that big group experience and said, nah, I can do this. It's a good feeling. Again, I knew some people. I have some people that I take care of now who went to high school with me, or again, knew me from either not necessarily in my grade, but in school. There are a lot of people who knew my parents, or again, my siblings. So it felt good to be able to, give them good care and again, what a family practice person would do. I did obstetrics, delivered babies when I first got up here, and that was very enjoyable. But it got to the point where you felt like there was somebody looking over your shoulder, just waiting for something bad to happen, and they were going to pounce on you. So eventually, I kind of gave that up. But that was very enjoyable.
Oh God, above caring. He really cares deeply for all of his patients, and for you, if you have any problems or anything, you can talk to him anytime, and even on the phone if you don't have an appointment, he'll call you back and talk to you.
Our friendship grew. He knew that I was the primary caregiver for my mom. He knew I had a lot on my plate. He'd always ask me how I'm doing. He was a friend. He wasn't my physician anymore, he was a friend.
So it's a house with 6 individuals in Valatia, just adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Most of the people at Lake Street are older, and Dr. B has been their doctor for a very long time.
It's not just Dr. B, he's got a great staff.
Absolutely. That's one of the things I'm going to miss the most is, they were always courteous, very friendly, very accommodating. And I'd like to try to name them by name, but I'm just afraid I'd leave somebody out. But from the nurses right to the receptionists and the clerks, there's never any waiting. At least for me, I've never had to wait longer than 10 minutes. They're right on the spot with your timing. Absolutely the best. I was actually doing a little research with the Capital District Physicians Health Plan, and they rate a lot of the doctors. And Dr. Baillargeon's has been rated in the top 20, I think, in 3 or 4 categories. And one of them was the actual staff waiting time or waiting time in the office. So.
And I still talk to my patients about you. Accepting pie for payment, which never happens in today's world.
So who are you?
I'm Mayor Speed, Village of Philmont.
What the heck is going on today?
Well, we've got Dr. Baillargeon, which has been our doctor here for over 40 years, and he's retiring today. So we kind of pulled a surprise deal on him between his employees and myself and everybody else that I could get. We're going to do a drive-by, and then I have a proclamation and stuff I'm going to read to him. So kind of a surprise.
What's he meant to Philmont?
He's the only doctor we've had since Dr. White, and that's been like 40 years ago. He's not only a doctor, he's been a friend to everybody. So we're going to miss him. He's a good man. Well, he's in the post office now.
Yeah.
In this one then? Can we see it from the, why is it, no, your end needs to go down a little bit. It needs to go down. And I'll wait for you because I've got a longer piece. Got it? All right. I'm working on it. I haven't got the knot yet. Once you got your knot, I'll do my knot. She went back for it. All right.
What the hell's going on? Beats the hell out of me. They dragged me out here. Just told me to put my coat and hat on.
What's your feeling right now? What's your mood?
I feel great. I feel great. It's been a long time coming, and I'm ready to do this. This is a very big surprise. So I feel good. I kind of knew something was up, but I didn't expect this at all. This is wonderful. So I've been here in the village for 22 years, so this is very nice. Got it. Got it.
It's okay.
Yeah, right. I certainly hope there's nothing else going on here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Ray, how are you doing? All right.
Oh wow.
Love it.
Presents.
Love it. Oh, well, thank you. You keep the balloons. Keep the balloons. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, here we go.
Booze.
Thank you very much. You do. You should keep that hidden.
Let me just.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Here you go.
Oh.
Take your sign back to
Take the sign too.
Oh, okay. Yes, there you go.
Rick behind you.
Yeah, don't get run over here. Huh?
We're gonna miss you all. Take care. Hi, Lance.
How are you?
All right. Hey, Dr. Baillargeon, we're gonna miss you.
Thank you. Thank you
You'll
very
never
much.
have anybody to take your place.
Well, actually, he's here someplace.
Oh.
Yeah, he's here. He's here. Oh, my goodness.
Take this much, not the bottle. You got the bottle.
Yeah.
Whereas Dr. Neal Baillargeon has devoted his life to the medical community, first studying at Georgetown University of Medicine, where he graduated in 1980, followed by his internship and residency at DeWitt Army Hospital, finally practicing family medicine from 1986 until current in the state of New York. Whereas Dr. Neal Baillargeon was recognized as a Castle Connolly Regional Top Doctor in 2013, and in 2018 was named by CDPHP to the best of the best physicians list. He has sat on numerous boards and committees in Columbia County to help feed the hungry, promote the arts, encourage child literacy, as well as providing care as a physician for local schools and cohort. Whereas Dr. Neal Baillargeon has provided an invaluable service to the village of Philmont, its residents, surrounding communities, since he opened his Elm Street practice in 1994. He has offered an unparalleled level of care and treatment to his patients with kindness and compassion. Now, therefore, I, Clarence V. Speed, Mayor, on behalf of the Village of Philmont and the Board of Trustees, do hereby acknowledge the years of service Dr. Baillargeon has dedicated to his practice and our residents, and extend sincere congratulations on his well-deserved retirement. A witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and fixed the seal of the Village of Philmont on this 14th day of December 2020.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very gratifying. It's nice to know people appreciate what you're doing, the work you've done, the trust that they've had in you. It's very gratifying.
Any second thoughts about retiring after today?
No.
Dr. B, we love you. We're going to miss you. I'm sure we'll never be able to get another doctor as wonderful as you are. Please have a wonderful retirement. Take care and make sure you get all of your Johnsons running. We're going to miss you. Take care.
Congratulations, Neal, on your well-deserved retirement. I promise you, you are not going to be bored.
Dr. B, we are so grateful to have you at Lake Street. I know that myself and Anita will miss you very much, as well as the individuals and staff there. You mean so much to us. We'll miss you. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
So, I never heard anyone say a negative thing about Dr. Baillargeon. Any of the nurses I encountered in the county, in hospitals or other offices, no one ever said anything negative about Dr. Baillargeon. He's just that kind of a person, and obviously cohort by the individuals will miss him a great deal.
Doc, we're going to really miss you.
Well, I think just in general, making people feel better is the most gratifying. Even a kid who comes in with an ear infection, that's simple, it's an easy diagnosis and it's an easy fix, but you feel good because the kid's going to feel better. He's going to feel better, plain and simple. It's been 40 years since I graduated from medical school, or as my wife would point out, I won my MD degree. And she pointed out that he only just won this. I'm going to miss the people. That's what I'm going to miss. It's not the computer, it's not the paperwork and that kind of stuff, but yeah, dealing with people and helping them again feel better. Even if they have an issue that's not a good issue, if you can get them to be able to relax and take a deep breath and then go on with dealing what they're going to deal with, that's what I'll miss.